Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. Are you a member of this family? If not, hit that subscribe button right now and become part of the family.
I just let you do your thing. I just am patiently waiting.
Guys, welcome back to our channel. It's February right now and it's the month of love. Are you in love? We are. So we wanted to just give you a video of love, like a love theme video.
Well, a lot of people have asked us, like, how did you meet? When did you meet? Where did you meet? Are you both born in South Africa? And our whole story. So we thought we'd just give you a very quick summary of how we met many years ago. Today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. They create beautiful, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces. Now, I really love this company. I've worn actually, in fact, the necklace I'm wearing is theirs. It's beautiful. Their pieces are absolutely stunning and they range from $39 upwards. They have something for everybody. In fact, Gabby and I have a lot of fun shopping this website because we'll find things for me, she'll find things she loves, so they really do have things for everybody. One of the main reasons that I really love Ana Luisa is that they're 100% carbon neutral. Now, I really believe that we need to consider how we spend our money, first of all, and the impact that it has on the environment. Now, I love that even from the sourcing of their materials to the disposal of their materials, they consider the environment, and that's really important for me. Now, another feature that I really love about Ana Luisa is that they have a lot of different pieces in varying price range. As I mentioned, starting from $39 going up. So basically, they can find something affordable. If you're looking for a very simple piece, they have that too, up to some beautiful, more elaborate pieces. Now, the quality also is amazing. In fact, the other day I purchased like a cheap, like one of those like jewelry necklaces, but from a very well-known store. And I'm actually quite shocked. This morning when I was looking through my jewelry and what to wear, it's already tarnished. I mean, that was a complete waste of money, and I think I've worn that necklace once. So you won't notice that happening with Ana Luisa products. The Ana Luisa pieces are really exceptional quality and they're crafted with care. As I mentioned, they will also last you a long lifespan, and that's really important for me because you need to consider where you're spending your money and also the impact that this has on the environment. If we keep buying pieces that aren't going to last, there's going to be a lot of wastage, and I really don't like that. If you'd like a 10% off code, go down to the video description box down below and we have left a code there for you. You can also click on that link and have a look at some of the beautiful pieces that they have on their website. I personally love mixing and matching my pieces to give you that beautiful stacked look. So Claude and I are high school sweethearts. We met when I was...
That exists. People often wonder, like,
yeah,
is that real? No,
I mean,
it exists.
I must say, if my kids came to me, like when I was 16, when I met Claude, I might be like, no, go think about that a little bit more, please. But yeah, we were 16. Well, I was 16. Claude was 17, 18.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we've actually known each other for 23 years.
The craziest thing is we didn't meet in high school. In fact, we met in a different country to the country we lived in.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing.
Louise was on vacation. My father ran a safari company and she was one of the clients, one of 60 girls that my dad was transporting around and showing, the African wildlife. And I was his ranger. I was his helper. Boy, did I love that tour. The crazy thing is that when we thought about it afterwards, through the years, we've wondered and realized that during high school, we probably crossed each other's paths a dozen times because we used to go out to the same places on the weekends.
I don't know if you explained, but we actually used to live I lived in the neighboring town to Claude, so it was literally like 10 minutes apart, and my father lived literally I could have walked from my father's house to Claude's house. It is unbelievable, and yet we never met, and we had to
go
meet.
To a whole different country to meet.
And yeah, isn't that just amazing? That's how it's meant to be. If our paths didn't cross there, they crossed there. And when I met Claude, I knew there was something special about him because I was like even though I was 16, I was determined that I wasn't just going to have like boyfriends. I really wanted to meet somebody who and have a more serious relationship. I didn't want to waste my time feeling brokenhearted and all those silly emotions that, you know, everybody has to go through anyhow. And when I met Claude, I just knew there was something really, really unique and special about him. And tell them how you introduced me to your dad.
So
we're still on the tour.
We're still on the tour, and my dad's in the kitchen sorting out like all the food for the campers and all that. And I walked up to him with Louise, and I said, "Dad, this is Louise, my future wife." And he just looked at me and he's like, "Oh, really?"
And he laughed.
And a few years later, he was walking me down the aisle, you know?
Yeah.
Well, not walking me down the aisle. He was standing next to me.
Trust Claude trying to steal my
I married my dad.
So there's a weird spin on this video. Okay, no, we really did marry each other, and there was no weirdness there.
But it's, yeah, and our interests aligned, because she wanted to go overseas and I wanted to study in Italy, and a few years later we were there and we lived there for many years, and then we returned, and I guess another thing that people often ask us is, how have you made it work? And the thing I often tell them is that it has to be based on a friendship. You have to actually like the person. You have to actually want to...
You actually like me? Wow.
You have to want to spend time with them.
Yeah.
And we've had 6 kids. And we've fostered some kids in the past as well. And even with all of that going on, Louise always came first for me. I still want to spend time with her, just her, not always around the kids, you know?
I think that's also the key, like, to put each other first. And I always remember that, funny enough, when we were living in Italy, before we had children and before we got married, a wise lady said to us, and she was much older than us, she was in her 60s, and she'd had some failed marriages, but she said to us, she thought that the key to a successful marriage was to keep each other the center of the relationship, because one day you're going to have children. We didn't know we would have 6, but you're going to have children, and then you know what, those children are going to grow up and they're going to leave the home, and they do leave you. And we've seen with our daughter now, they're starting to like spread their wings and go. And she said, well, you need to remember what actually brought you together in the beginning. It was that core love, and you need to always keep that central, because that's also very important for the children that you create. They need to know that mom and dad are good, they're secure, and so we've always put each other first. Sometimes
at this point, I think we should say we're not love gurus or marriage counselors or anything.
Definitely not.
And we're not saying what our story is you know,
and
the norm.
I believe that every relationship is different. So people might say, oh, this is the keys to successful marriage. I don't think you can do that, because people are different. Everybody's different, and actually the way their families work is different, and it's beautiful because it's different.
But one underlying thing that you said there would work in any relationship, and that is put your partner first. Put your partner's needs before yours. And you'll be amazed what you receive in return.
Yeah, definitely. I think also doing beautiful things like buying beautiful jewelry, treating your wife, and it doesn't always have to be expensive things. It's just about saying, I love you, you're important, and I care. I think that means a lot, because sometimes, especially like in our home, we have 6 children, there is a lot of distractions, there's a lot going on. Sometimes Claude just needs to know that I still know who he is.
That she's still my wife.
And that I love him, and that he's still my number one best friend always, you know, that we have this, you know. And it's kind of interesting, because some days he's strong, some days I'm strong. It just depends. And now obviously living through a whole pandemic together, you know, you have moments, and it's always nice. I always say to Claude, like, I'm so lucky that I have him, because sometimes there's a bad day, and just talking to Claude, he just brings a voice of reason, or he just encourages me, and I think it's vice versa.
And you're lucky when you're not both having a bad day, one person can sort of lift you up.
Yeah.
So that was just a short video of us sharing our little love story with you. Hey guys, if you don't know much about our family, go check out some of our family vlogs. We've got it all there, including the births of our children, where we've lived, all our adventures and travels. Go check them out and start following us. A lot more of that to come. And guys, here's a little insider tip. If you want to really get it in your wife's or girlfriend's good books, go check out Ana Luisa, our sponsor for today's video. Links down below. And while you're here, go check out this video I think you'll enjoy it.